This is my drum kit. I have a little microphone holder there that I don't need. All right, so we're going to be doing some drumming in the next while. I wanted to show you a few basic techniques. This is a hi-hat. A lot of times you want to hold the pedal down, otherwise you get this, which is really loud. I've also attached a cowbell onto my hi-hat. Not a lot of people do that, and I've added a little crash. So my hi-hat actually has like 3 instruments on it. So kind of the main drums that you're going to be using are the bass drum, that's my foot pedal, the snare, and the hi-hat. To start with, there's ways to hold the sticks. So this is the match grip. You see this in a lot of rock and roll. I've been using this way a lot more lately because I've been trying to work on my fills, and I find it a little harder to work on my fills with the other grip. This is a traditional grip, and you hold this stick like this and this stick like this. And you do have really good control that way, and a lot of really top jazz players will do it like that. Ringo Starr, the Beatles, did it like that. There's other rock drummers that do it as well. And it gives you lots of good control on the snare. But I just find that when I go to the by toms, it just slows me down a little bit. So we're going to talk about the basic 4 on the floor drum beat. To start off with, you need to pick your meter, and it's going to be 4/4 in the beginning. And 4/4 is just 4 quarter notes per beat, per measure. Now, you might have heard the pulses in that. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1 and the 3 have a different pulse to it. Like that. That's how you want to start. You want to start just on the hi-hat. Now once you get that, adding the snare on the 3 sounds good. Remember how I showed you that there was a pulse on the 3? Well, that snare really adds to the pulse. Once that's done, you want to add your bass drum. Your bass drum can add lots of really neat tones and syncopation, and it's also really important for the bass player. If you're playing with a bass player, they're listening to that bass drum and they're playing notes off of that. So if I give you the basic 4 on the floor with the bass drum, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you build from there. You know, everyone wears a building spot. I'm still learning the drums. I'm not super proficient yet, but every time I practice, I get a little better. But you're going to start with this. Try holding the stick in different ways too. If you grip it really firmly, you're not going to have the control. If you let it kind of move back and forth like this, you're going to be able to get nice and fast. And especially, it's really great when you start getting the sticks to bounce, because when you get the bounce in there, you can start playing a lot faster. And then you can practice bouncing off the snare too. Now, if you're really serious and you want to be a drummer and you've got yourself some sticks or some chopsticks or whatever, a really good rudiment skill to learn is the paradiddle. And it just goes paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. And it's paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. And it's funny with things like the drums, sometimes it's hard to explain it because your muscle memory knows how to do things, but when you go to put it into words, it's like, what exactly am I doing? I put on a song and I start drumming, and I'm not counting and I'm not thinking about the meter. I've kind of just get into that groove. So sort of drums is a bit of a Zen thing where if you can stop overthinking about it, you can be a better player. So my challenge to you is match grip or classical grip. Try doing a 4 on the floor. A really good thing to do is practice with a metronome, or it's even way more fun, put on some headphones and drum along to a song. And the headphones protect your hearing because drums can be really loud, and it also helps you lock into that steady beat and that groove. So there you go.